Right, so, hello my friends. Recently, strange men on TikTok have been telling me that I need to escape the matrix. Now apparently, working in retail for the last 4 years means I'm well and truly part of it. Now I thought what better way to try and escape the matrix than was to set myself a 1-week challenge to try and become TikTok famous. Now I'm not talking none of that faceless account nonsense or trying to become the second coming of David Goggins with inspirational podcast clips. I'm talking good old-fashioned UK TikTok. Trying to become the next ItalianBach or George Clarkey, Cole Anderson, Jack Joseph, Paul Breach. Actually, maybe not Paul Breach. Yeah. So I spent 7 days creating TikToks, trying to become TikTok famous, and here's what I found. So on day 1, I posted a TikTok, and this doesn't quite feel right. I feel like it's missing something. Something, you know, to make this a bit more engaging. It's missing a bit of panache. I know. Now that's more like it. Now welcome to TikTok famous in 1 week by C-Day. Now what was I going to need to do to achieve TikTok stardom? Now I did a bit of research into this and I found 3 key points that you need to hit to become TikTok famous. So I need to create new and original ideas to connect with my audience, something they're going to enjoy, something I enjoy, so we've got that common ground. I need to closely follow trends and capitalise on them. If something becomes trendy, I've got to jump on that straight away, ride the wave, get those views. And I've also got to embrace who I am, and I'll find my niche and find my followers. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, doing all this seems a bit much, seems a bit complicated. So I did find a bit of an easier way. I could just clone ItalianBach. He's pretty big right now, so I thought if I just pretty much copy this geezer, surely it can't go wrong. Now it just seems so much easier instead of trying to be creative and come up with my own ideas. That's long and difficult. I just copy this guy. He's probably the biggest in the UK scene right now. He's smashing it. So if I just sort of copy his style, surely that can't go wrong. Now to gauge as to whether I have become TikTok famous, I'm going to need some metrics for success. And the 2 I'm going to be using is likes and views. Now I could use followers, but I don't really think followers is that important. I mean, that old geezer, Jesus Christ, he had what, 12 followers, and he's pretty famous, so they clearly don't matter, so fuck it, likes and views, who cares about followers? So on day 1, I went with this classic. So I'm stuck in the Queen's Queef hole, about 5 miles outside of Panama, and to be honest with you, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. I feel like a baby that's caught in the breech position. The condensation down here is creating a lovely moisture right around my nuts, which, to be honest with you, is exactly why I love caving. I've run out of water. Oh shit, I forgot Tony was down here too. Now luckily for Tony, I need a piss. Now if he creates a nice suction, my urine should be able to keep him hydrated. I just hope no one finds us whilst Tony's rehydrating. That will be a tough one to explain, especially since I've got a couple of spare water bottles in my backpack. Now I'd be lying if I didn't say that was one of my better TikToks. The views, I mean, it got over 3,500. For my first TikTok, I was absolutely buzzing with that. Likes wise, not a bad ratio. I'll take that, 416 likes. Now I thought this was a solid one to start off with. Was I a bit disappointed with the likes? Yes, but 3.5k views for your first video, things were looking up. I was hopeful. So on day 2, I followed it up with this absolute masterpiece. So I had fun tonight. Shall I stick on some music and we can see what happens? I wanna see you in slow motion.
Want a break from the ads?
Sorry.
If you tap now to watch a short video, you'll receive 30 minutes of ad-free music.
It'll be over in a minute, sorry. Just give it a second.
If you tap now to watch a short video...
Now this one I didn't actually copy from ItalianBach. This was actually from my own noggin. It was my own idea, so this was all me, which is probably why it did utter shit. It didn't even break 1.5k views. If I kept this up, realistically, TikTok famous. It wasn't going to happen. 2 days in and I was already starting to feel a bit defeated. 144 likes as well. That's not great. The first day started so well and now we're starting to sort of fall back down again. I was losing faith. So to try and claw it back on day 3, I went back and I watched loads more ItalianBach videos, and I found that he made so many videos with this character of the doctor's receptionist, and they always seem to do well. Sort of, you know, the premise is doctors in the UK, they're a bit shit, you can never get an appointment, they give stupid answers. His one's got views, so I thought I'd write up my own little script, try and do my own spin on it, in an attempt to try and claw back some views. Here's how it went. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but we are fully booked. Well, that's because it's 8:05. Well, if it was an emergency, maybe don't leave it till the last minute next time. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, goodbye. Sorry, did you say you're having a stroke? I'm sorry, sir, but I think you got the wrong number. This is a doctor's surgery, not Babe Station. Yeah. Okay. Fuck off. Okay, right, so you've got blood on your stool. Why the fuck would I care? I'm not a carpenter. Piss off. All right, calm down. If it's so urgent, I can squeeze you in for a phone appointment. At 5 PM, yeah? In 2 months' time. Now fuck off. I'm sorry, madam, I don't care if you think your symptoms are related. 1 symptom per appointment. Get it through your thick skull and book another one. Now fuck off. Okay, and just a couple of quick questions, sir. Are you sexually active? Of course you're not. Yeah, you can tell by the sound of your voice. You fucking virgin. Yeah, call back when you got some bitches. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I'd see a doctor about that. Are you trying to? Right now? Because I work at a doctor's surgery. Right, well, we're fully booked. So fuck off. Now, I'm not going to lie. I thought I had some good jokes in that TikTok. I thought it was scripted well, it was recorded well. Maybe the quality of the sound in the video wasn't the best, but I was hopeful. I thought this was going to be my best performing one so far. 3.5k on the first day. This one in my head, it was breaking 5k. It's going to the moon. It did not. It did half what I did on day 2. I've no words. I don't understand TikTok. This I thought was going to smash it. I thought it was funny, had good jokes, basically copied what ItalianBach did. But no, 714 views. But not a bad amount of likes considering the views, but not even 1,000 views. Maybe I should have tried to be original. It was on day 3 that I was starting to think, maybe you can't just copy ItalianBach and sort of hope to become famous. Maybe you do need to have sort of your own ideas. After day 3, I thought for day 4 I was going to need to be a bit more original. Stop copying ItalianBach, try and come up with something from my own brain. So I went for the Jay Cartwright approach. You know, in betweeners, everyone in the UK's got that one friend that just over-exaggerates like you wouldn't believe. So I made up a little script about, you know, that one guy that always over-exaggerates, hoping it might claw back some views. Here's how it went. Mate, you are not going to believe what happened at work, yeah? Saw this shoplifter, some guy, full basket of shopping, tried to walk out the shop with it. I went up to him and was like, mate, you got to pay for that. Come on, like, join the back of the queue, you got to pay for that. Turns out this guy, you're not going to believe this, former Navy SEAL, he puts the basket down, starts getting lippy, tries to hit me with a 1-2, and obviously, a bit of a boxing fan, like I watched that Tyson Fury Usyk fight a few months ago. So I was able to sort of duck and swerve them. And you're a bit of a UFC fan. I watched a couple of them, you know, they had UFC London and Manchester events, you know. I was able to step back, shoot for the double leg, took him down, was able to transition to a bit of back control, got him in a rear naked choke, put him to sleep. Police arrived, took him away. Mental. So annoying, like, mate. Like, I went into the office afterwards to get, like, the CCTV footage because I had to show you, like, it was mental. You're not going to believe it. Cameras cut out just as I approached the guy. Literally, they just disconnected. Came back on as soon as I went into the office as well. Fuming. You'd have loved to see it. You really would have. Got you. Now, I'm not going to lie. Currently, out of the 4, that one, in my opinion, it's the hardest watch. It's not great. It's not funny, really. It's just a bit cringe. But I didn't have any other ideas at the time. So I went ahead and posted it. And did it succeed? Did it get me back on that trajectory to becoming TikTok famous in 1 week? No. No, it didn't. In fact, it was the worst performing one so far that week. 707 views. I mean, likewise, it had a great like ratio. So maybe it was actually a good video, it just wasn't getting the right audience, because the people who did watch it, they seemed to like it. But that's not the point. If I continue on this trajectory, I ain't going to become TikTok famous in 1 week, and I'm just going to be stuck in the matrix of fucking stacking shelves at a supermarket for the rest of my life. But anyway, I can't let that happen. I've got to become TikTok famous. So let's see how day 5 went. Now this one on day 5, it's a really, really tough watch. Now at the time, during this week, there was sort of a trend where it was influencer parents just sort of lying about something their kids had done, like they'd pull out the fucking Mona Lisa and say that Timmy aged 4 had drawn it. Quite clearly bullshit, but the Facebook mums were lapping that shit up. Batch had made a few of these sort of videos, sort of playing on it. They'd done well. So again, me being me, trying to sort of capitalise on something that was getting views at the time, and also just trying to be an ItalianBach clone, I thought I'd make my own. And this one is, to be honest, it's a tough watch. Let's give it a look. Hey TikTok, proud mother hen moment today. So my 27-month-old Juniper Rose painted me this picture at preschool today, and I was quite frankly left gobsmacked by the quality of it. And as I was discussing with my partner Maxwell just how long this must have taken Juniper Rose, she approached me and said, "Oh, silly mummy, the ability to delay gratification in the short term in order to receive greater rewards in the long term is the indispensable prerequisite for success." And I was taken aback by this. I was left gobsmacked at the brainiac that I'd created, to be honest, and just thought the world had to know about it. So all of you guys, make sure you share this in all of your Facebook pages and post it in all of your mummy WhatsApp groups and leave lots of love hearts. Thanks, guys. I did warn you guys, it was a tough watch. But you know, I capitalised on a trend. I've near enough cloned an ItalianBach video that did well. Surely it's got to perform better than day 4's 707 views. It can't have done much worse. Realistically, it can't have done much worse. I know it can. It got 2 less views. This was the worst performing one so far, and I don't know how. I'd copied an ItalianBach video, which had performed well. I'd put my own little spin on it. You know, I didn't copy the script word for word. I wrote my own scripts at least. And I've also jumped on a trend that was trendy at the time, and it still only got 705 views. What the fuck, TikTok? What is your algorithm? I don't understand it. Why has it only got 705 views? I want to become famous. I don't want to work in a fucking supermarket forever. I mean, likes-wise, it also did shit. Like, unbelievably shit. Like, 93 likes. Didn't even break triple figures. Just put the fries in the bag, Charlie. You're not becoming famous. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You're not built for this. Now we're 5 days in so far, and there's something we haven't spoken about yet, and that is TikTok comments. And I'm not gonna lie to you, at the minute, they're all sort of saying the same thing. Bro thinks he's ItalianBach. Wanna be ItalianBach. Like and subscribe. You ain't ItalianBach, bro. Now maybe to some people that would have got to them. You know, if you're genuinely trying to make skits like your own sort of stuff, that sort of stuff probably would get to you. But if we're going to go back to the PowerPoint, that's kind of my goal. So I'm actually kind of succeeding. I wanted to clone ItalianBach, and I've just had the last 5 days being called a wannabe ItalianBach, ItalianBach clone, bro thinks he's ItalianBach. It's just, these fuckers don't realise that's what I'm going for. You just give me what I want. But the one that I didn't really understand is bro thinks he's ItalianBach. Like, yeah, I've copied some of his ideas and his concepts and stuff, but realistically, we're not really anything alike. Like, okay, yeah, I've got a mullet. It's not as good as his, but I have got a mullet. But I've got a beard and he's got a moustache. Like, if I was really trying to be ItalianBach, surely I'd just shave off my beard and have a moustache with a mullet. Actually, that's not a half bad idea. Where were we? Right, so day 6, this was an original idea. I'd abandoned the whole ItalianBach sort of whatever the hell that was, because it quite clearly wasn't working. This was an original idea trying to sort of link up with something that was current in the UK. This was posted on Leavers Day, you know, everyone was gassed they were leaving school. So I thought I'd just bring them all back down to reality. Can't wait to leave school, man. I'm gonna get a sick job and start earning my own money, and I can actually do what I want to do with my life. I really miss school. Now I am wearing my old school tie in that photo. I thought I'd go, you know, all the way and wear the whole school uniform, but that was a little bit too raunchy for YouTube and TikTok. Maybe give me a few years if I'm that desperate, I might start up an OnlyFans and you can find it there. But for this one, I went with a tie because, you know, the uniform a bit tight, a little bit too raunchy. Now, how did this one perform? The views were up again. It was a positive. We'd broken that 1,000 mark again, not quite 1.5k or better than how the first one did, but the views are up again and 184 likes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that's the best one so far. So day 6, the views are up again. We're hitting like records for the challenge. Again, it's day 6. Day 7 has to be something special, but this gives me hope for the future. So, day 7, the final day of this challenge. So far, I'd failed at every single hurdle to become TikTok famous. Followers wise, I was on 30. Views, I don't think I'd even broken 10k across the whole week so far. Likes were quite frankly in the bin. It was looking rough. So day 7, I'd do the only thing I could think of. I completely abandoned all semblance of self-respect I had for myself. Any sort of respect I had from friends, family, the internet, that was all about to go in the bin with day 7's TikTok. I'm not going to say anything else, I'm just going to let you guys watch it. So this is everybody else when their house gets broken into versus me when my house gets broken into. Everybody else when their house gets broken into. Oh my God, what are you doing here? Who even are you? Oh my God, please, just take what you want, please. Please, my wallet's over there. Please, just don't hurt me. I'm so scared, please. Just take what you want. I'm so scared. Versus me when my house gets broken into. Oh, hey there. Nice of you to stop by. Why don't you hop on over? To mum, dad, friends, family, anyone that knows me, I can only apologise for what you've just seen. Just think about how I felt. I had to film that. I had to edit it. I haven't been able to look at myself the same way again, but surely it was all worth it. Abandoning all levels of self-respect. Surely that was enough now for me to become TikTok famous. No. No, it fucking wasn't. I spent 7 days throwing all self-respect in the bin, trying to be like someone else, to ultimately fail. So, there you have it. It's an answer to the question. Can you become TikTok famous in 7 days? Well, I certainly can't. Could I have maybe been more original? Yes. Could I come up with my own ideas? Yes. Could I put a bit more effort in? Probably. But I took shortcuts. I took the easy way. I tried to copy ItalianBach. I haven't gained TikTok fame from this. Oh no. The only thing I've gained is a new level of disrespect and self-hatred I have for myself. So let this be a lesson to you guys. If you want to become TikTok famous, put some fucking effort in. Don't just try and copy someone else, because it'll fail. Realistically, it'll fail. So those 7 TikToks I did film, I have all taken down. They're all privated on that TikTok page at the minute. I'm going to leave a link to my TikTok in the description. If this video gets, I don't know, 100 likes, that's a bit of a tough target for me. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll unprivate them all and they'll be back up there for you fuckers to do whatever you want with. But for now, they are privated. and they will be staying privated unless this video gets 100 likes. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep after watching that last TikTok.